On TV Taraba News tonight, Taraba State House of Assembly Ad Hoc Committee on the Public Complaint and Anti-Corruption Commission drafts Bill 2021 holds public hearing. Muslim Ummah wants to avoid the introduction of alien practices into Islam. Plus, 2021 batch C Stream 1 core members exhibit various skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development programs. Hello and welcome. I am Pastor Samson with the news tonight. Those were the headlines and now the news in full. The Taraba State House of Assembly Ad Hoc Committee on the Taraba State Public Complaint and Anti-Corruption Commission Establishment Draft Bill 2021 this Friday held a public hearing on the bill. The bill, which is an executive bill, seeks to establish Public Complaint and Anti-Corruption Commission law in the states. Our House of Assembly correspondent, Jibo Biniwawa, has the reports.
Addressing stakeholders at the public hearing, the chairman of the ad hoc committee, Honorable Kizito Bonzena John, assured that the bill is an important one. As such, any presentation will not be taken for granted. According to him, they can submit their contributions, either verbal or written, pointing out that their submissions should be concise and positive to be accepted by the committee to move the state forward.
Before us now, here in the House, we are trying to round up all the bills so that we get prepared and receive the 2022 budget anytime soon. That is why we decided to give you that very short notice.
Stakeholders from the Ministry of Justice, represented by the Solicitor General and the Permanent Secretary, Barrister Shita Appiah Yamusa, said the ministry is in support of the draft bill to be passed into law. The representative of the Nigerian Police Force, the representative of the National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency, the representative of Auditor General Local Government, and the representative of the Association of Local Government Chairmen of Nigeria, ALGON, among others, presented their position on the bill.
In the bill, you will discover that it is not segmented into parts. It is not segmented into parts. For example, preliminary will have been part 1. Establishment of the commission will have been part 2, and so on and so forth to the end. We also observe that the enlargement laws should be coached in the way we have coached it. We have proposed to say it should be enacted by the Taraba State House of Assembly.
It's an executive bill, and we have just been availed with the copy of the bill, which we are also studying. But everything that has to do with public interest certainly is going to be of also interest to us as leaders of our respective communities. So that is why when we were invited as stakeholders, we also come and also provided us with the opportunity to give our own input in order to enrich the bill to ensure that at least to serve nothing but public interest.
But I assure the whole House that I will go back to my chairman, and then by Monday we will be able to take advantage of the opportunity granted by the chairman. I will make our submission now. But nevertheless, the little time I was here, I was trying to go through some section, and I looked at section 8 of the proposed bill. Section 8. We talk about the function of the commission. This is a very significant bill and a welcome one for that matter. And I felt that this section, considering the fact and the function that this commission is aimed at carrying out, it wouldn't be a good thing when we make them a toothless bulldog, whereby they will just be doing things and they are not backed up.
The public hearing was attended by the members of the ad hoc committee, among others.
We want to especially thank you for your time. We thank you for your resourceful contributions. We thank you also for availing your time, for availing yourself, despite the short notice given to you. We wish you good evening.
Jibo Biniwarwar, TV Taraba News.
The Speaker at Taraba State House of Assembly, Professor Joseph Albasu Kunini, has condoled the Ndola chieftain and Ndola people over the demise of their paramount ruler, Kum Ndola. Mr. Enoch Tanku Tabina, the reports.
Signed by the Chief of Staff to the Speaker, Mr. Sukuji Bakoji says, the Speaker, Professor Joseph Albasu Kunini, on behalf of the principal officers, the honorable members, the clerk, the management and staff of the Taraba State House of Assembly, commiserates with the Ndola people, saying that the death of the Ndola royal father is not just a loss to the Ndola people, but the entire state, as the short reign of the traditional ruler recorded tremendous achievements in his domain and Kurmi local government area. The release further commiserated with the Ndola Traditional Council, the Taraba State Council of Chiefs, and the state government, and prayed God to grant the soul of the deceased eternal rest.
The 9 p.m. ban on the use of tricycle, popularly known as Keke Napep, in Jalingo, the Taraba State capital, is still in force. The report.
Signed by the Secretary to the Government of the State, Honorable Anthony Jelason, says the government had observed that underage children are seen operating Keke Napep without being checked. As such, has directed the union and all security agencies to apprehend anyone found flaunting the order. The release states that the ban on the use of Keke Napep at night from 9 p.m. is still in force. Therefore, in view of the growing cases in the state, government has directed that security agencies should stop, search and apprehend operators of both Keke Napep and motorcycle found contravening the order, and that anybody found riding a motorcycle within the metropolis will be arrested and prosecuted accordingly to serve as deterrent to others.
The chairman of the Taraba State Commercial Tricycle and Motorcycle Association of Nigeria, the postman, Comrade Abdullahi Bello, has debunked rumors that over 60 people have been killed in tricycles in Jalingo, the state capital. The chairman debunked the rumors while speaking to TV Taraba News on the true position of the matter. Kabiru Jalu has details of the report.
The relative peace being experienced in Jalingo, the Taraba State capital, is currently being threatened by a series of unconfirmed rumors being peddled in some sections of the social media and among members of the public, alleging that over 60 people were killed in tricycles, popularly called Keke Napep, within Jalingo, the state capital. As the rumors continue and becoming a daily subject of discussion in the city, TV Taraba News took it as a duty to find out the true position of the matter from the chairman of the Taraba State Commercial Tricycle and Motorcycle Association of Nigeria, Taskat Man, Comrade Abdullahi Bello, and this is his response.
I'm very upset with the information I received over the allegation, saying that about 60 people are missing in Jalingo, which is attributed to the tricycle riders. It's very wrong. The allegations have not traced a spot or a tricycle number, PT number, that was once caught out of the 60 incidents. This is mere allegations. And I know of the woman that her husband chartered a tricycle, picked her along with her son, dropped and asked the Keke man to drop her. And the Keke man dropped her exactly where he was asked to drop her. But the woman decided to hide. When she was found and asked, she said she don't like the husband. That was why she hid. We have taken the matter up. The matter is with the state headquarters of the police to gain the integrity of our members.
On the issues of recklessness, underage driving, and non-compliance with the latest security and safety standards set up by the union, the chairman appealed to security agencies and the larger society to ensure proper enforcement to check the activities of bad elements in their midst.
We will not allow miscreants to spoil our business. This is a business of over 20,000 youths who are self-employed. Out of the reform, all members should go back to their units, because if you commit crime, we will trace you through the unit easily.
According to him, as part of measures that will enhance and sanitize the system, as well as to complement the state government's efforts at ensuring adequate protection of lives and property of the people of Taraba State, the union introduced lighting system inside the tricycles and the increased in size of the PT number amongst many reforms. Some of the riders also spoke to TV Taraba News.
Idan za su shiga keke su san wani irin musamman ma da daddare su san wani irin yara ne za su iya hawan keken su ba ko wani irin mutum kawai.
Some are true. More especially that's why you see the reason why that our union now they stand up so that we want to fight against those people that they are among us spoiling our name. You understand?
We are giving our passengers assurance that anywhere they are going, we will take them to their self and nothing bad will happen.
Kabiru Jalo, TV Taraba News.
The Muslim Ummah has been warned to avoid the introduction of alien practices into Islam. This was contained in a Friday sermon delivered by the Chief Imam of Aliyu ibn Abu Talib, Jumat Max Jalingo, Ustaz Abdullahi Usman May Martaba. According to him, anyone that comes up with what was not taught and practiced by Prophet is on his own. Once again, Kabir Jalu was there and has the report.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
That was the Chief Imam of Aliyu ibn Abi Talib Jumad Max, Jaurogana, Bypass Jalingo, Taraba State, Ustaz Abdullahi Usman Martaba, leading hundreds of worshippers for the 2-rakat prayer session. The Imam, who read various verses of the glorious Quran and the tradition of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, told the Ummah that anything that was not taught and practiced by the Prophet of Allah and their companions during their lifetime on earth must not be introduced into Islam.
Ibn Waga yana cewa bayan wannan yace so da yawa akwai wani abin da yake zamowa abin kirki a wurin mutanen wannan zamani, alhali a wurin mutanen farko abin kyama ne. Su mutanen farko ba su dauke shi a matsayin addini ba, amma ne yanzu sun dauke shi a matsayin addini, suna yin sa kuma har ma suna shar'antawa, har ma suna kwatanta ladan da za a samu, wanda ladan ma anzalallahu bi hadin sufa, Allah bai saukar da hujja akai ba.
According to him, love for truthful and honest people who truly love Allah and abide by His command is sacred in Islam, as well as visitation of holy places for the purpose of worshipping Allah for maximum rewards and blessings of the Almighty. But that fabrication into Islam at this point is a major setback and a dividing factor amongst the Ummah, which must be avoided at all costs in order not to attract the wrath of the Almighty.
Kullum lamarin addini zai rika zama sabo, za a rika kawo abubuwa, mutanen da ke kokarin su kawar da abin da aka shigo da shi sabo a cikin addini sai su zama tamkar waɗanda suka tunkari addinin a farkon lokaci. Walalun da za su sha da matsalolin da za su sha, haka za su fuskanci damuwa a wurin mutanen da suka kirkiro wani abubuwa suka sa a cikin addini, kamar lokacin da addinin ya zo yana sabo, mutane ba su fahimce shi ba. Sahabbai da manzon Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sun sha wahala a hannun mutane a matsayin addini yana ba. To har yanzu idan kana bibiyar cewa lalle sai an yi abin da manzon Allah da abin da Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala yake so, to kullum mutane suna daukan ka zo da sabon abu, kullum mutane suna daukan ka akan kana kan wani abu sabo, zai rika zama masu kaman bakon abu. Alhali Qur'ani na gaban su bai tsufa ba, sunnonin manzon Allah suna gaban su ba tsufa ba, amma sun kauda kai daga barin sunnonin, sun kauda kai daga barin ayoyin da ke cikin Alqur'ani, sun koma suna bin ra'ayoyuka da kuma son zuciya. Allah ya kare mu.
Some of the Ummah who worshipped at the mosque encouraged the Ummah not to do anything on their own except that was taught and practiced by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, leader of the Ummah, to avoid falling into the trap of the devil.
The visitation that people initiated or bring into the religion, which are not in the religion initially. So he talks about them and then call upon people to desist or to stay away from all those visitations because they didn't have any religious backup in Islam.
It really touches the heart of all Muslim Ummah, and we thank God, and we also pray for God to give us the ability and the opportunity to work with what the Imam said.
Kabir Jalo, TV, Taraba News.
More reports will come your way shortly after this timeout. Stay tuned.
The Rescue Mission government, led by His Excellency Architect Darius Dixon Ishaku, is matching words with actions in Taraba State. Thanks be to God, 5 years of rescue work is proven by massive sustainable implementation of our promise in the rescue agenda. The complete construction of Wukari Sekondi Road in southern Taraba, the Mararaba Pantisawa Road in Yoro local government on the full construction activity, and the ongoing dualization of edge-to-edge Jalingo City Main Road with a flyover bridge by His Excellency Architect Darius Dixon Ishaku is just a part bouquet of testimony to behold by all Tarabans. The digitization of TV Taraba and a touch of rescue to TSBS and other media houses has put Taraba State on the world map. Our government is committed to improving the health sector. Agriculture remains paramount to us and our dear people at all levels. Education has and will continue to receive boost from the rescue touch, as security for all Tarabans is a task we are all conscious about. Dear Tarabans, we have successfully rescued and revived all the companies under the Taraba Investment and Properties Limited and employed seasoned acclaimed professionals for daily production with a view to attract income. The massive employment of youth in Taraba State is an evidence that the Rescue Mission government of His Excellency Architect Darius Dixon Ishaku is not building castles in the air. We are working and Taraba is progressing. Support the ongoing works under the Darius-led administration by being peaceful and patriotic for the progress and prosperity of Taraba State.
Welcome back. The news now continues. The 2021 Batch C Stream 1 Corps members have exhibited the various skills learned under the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Programs known as SAID. The exhibition took place at the conference hall of the NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp, Jalingo. The reports.
Give me a Y, give me an S, and give me a C.
That was the formal cutting of the ceremonial cake performed by the Taraba State Coordinator of the NYSC, Mr. Anthony Nzoka, alongside other management staff, signaling the end of the programs for this set of camp members while in the camp. The NYSC 2021 Batch C Stream 1 Skills Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development (SAID) programs of the NYSC exhibited various trades learned within the little time they stayed in the camp based on the knowledge gotten from their orientation. This is a clear testimony that young Nigerians can do even better with little support from government without necessarily depending on government for white-collar jobs, which are no longer available for all. The Taraba State Coordinator, Mr. Anthony Nzoka, having inspected the exhibition on display by the camp members, however, took to the podium and expressed satisfaction with what he saw and encouraged them to continue in that direction whenever they go to.
I'm enjoining all of you who participated in this contest. Don't look down on yourself. Once you contested, you participated, please train harder, acquire a skill, acquire a complementary skill to that, and then you see yourself at the end of the day. You may not have come first, but you become one of the leaders in that skill.
The coordinator informed the COM members that the programs is not only about making money, but training them to become more responsible members of the society, and expressed the commitment of the scheme to initiate more programs that will better the lot of young Nigerians.
The whole essence of this is to provide you a means of livelihood at the end of the service year. Please do not shy away from it. Every little gap, every spare time you have, build it into your training. Use it as the leisure time you will have. Use it as your time of training. And in every community where you go to, be a source of light on behalf of NYSC.
Some of the COM members said the programs have exposed them to the realities of life and guides to the business world, and commended NYSC management for the gesture.
As a photographer, though I didn't have the proper skills, should I say, and coming over and having that training from the opportunity side has provided, I've been able to learn one or two from manual setting to automatic setting in photography to editing, and also little ideas on how to start up a photography business.
I sincerely believe that more training will actually give us, a better standing when we go out there into the labor market. So I decided to join the makeup class, and definitely it's been awesome and wonderful.
With the knowledge I acquired, I can actually go anywhere and sell, yes, whether rural or urban area.
There were presentations to the best performed COM members, according to their platoons, by the NYSC management in Taraba State to serve as encouragement to the COM members beyond the camp. Kabiru Jallo, TV, Taraba News.
The family of late Elder Prince Novelga Baku Bobson has expressed appreciation to all those who contributed in one way or the other towards the successful burial of Elder Prince Novelga Baku Bobson recently in his hometown, Donga, in Donga Luku government area of Taraba State. The report.
Statement issued by Mr. Joseph Brobson on behalf of the family most sincerely appreciates Governor Darius Dixon Ishaku and his wife, Barrister Anna Darius Ishaku, for their moral and financial support. The statement also acknowledged the contributions of the SSG, Honorable Anthony Jellison, Chief of Staff Government House, former SSG of Taraba State Chief Obavia Ando, and all House of Assembly members Southern Taraba. Others appreciated are MD Taraba Investment, pastors and elders of CRCN churches in Donga, honorable commissioners, Gara Donga, and all traditional rulers that attended the burial, pastors of Ekan Church, and members from Kaduna State. The statement praised God to bless and replenish their sources of income.
A 20-year-old girl, Bilkisu Muntari, a resident of Anguan Baraya, Jalingo, the Taraba State capital, has been declared missing. The report.
Information made available to TV Taraba News reveals that Bilkisu Muntari, who was last seen wearing a black gown, left home on Wednesday, the 3rd of November 2021, to Pika College of Education, Jalingo, where she is a student and has since not returned home. Bilkisu Muntari, who resides at Ungwan Baraya, Jalingo, speaks Hausa, Janjon, and English languages. Anyone with useful information on the whereabouts of the missing Bilkisu Muntari should please contact the Jalingo Police Division on the following phone numbers: 080-6663-4024 or 070 35612366 or the nearest police station at the Taraba Television Corporation Bardewe, Jalingo.
And with that, we wrap up the news tonight. Thanks for watching. From me, Pastor Samson, is good night.
Barkanmu da warhaka. Sannunmu da sake saduwa daidai na lokaci inda muke kawo muku fasarar labaru cikin harshen Hausa. Sunana Shafiu Ibrahim da na fasara kuma zan karanto muku. Kwamitin Majalisar Dokoki na Jiha kan kudirin hukumar karban korafe-korafe na jiha da ma yaƙi da cin hanci da rashawa kudirin doka na shekara ta 2021 ta yi zaman jirayoyin al'umma kan kudirin dokan a yau Juma'a. Kudirin wanda ya fito daga bangaren zantarwa na da zimman samar da dokan hukumar karban korafe-korafe da ma yaƙi da cin hanci da rashawa na jiha. Ga fasar rahotonmu wakilinmu na majalisar dokoki na jiha Jibobi ne warwar. Da yake jawabi ga masu ruwa da saki a yayin taron na jin ra'ayin al'umma, shugaban kwamitin Honorable Bonzena Kizito John ya ba da tabbacin cewa kudirin na da matukar muhimmanci, saboda haka duk wani gudumawa da za a bayar kan kudirin ba zai tafi a iska ba. Masu ruwa da saki da suka halarci taron na jin ra'ayoyin al'umma waɗanda suka hada da wakilai daga ma'aikatan shari'a na jiha, hukumar 'yan sanda, hukumar hana shan miyagun kwayoyi da dangoginsu duk sun nuna goyon bayansu kan kudirin dokan. Mambobin kwamitin ma ba a bar su a baya ba, inda su ma suka samu halartar taron na jin ra'ayoyin al'umma. Kakakin majalisar dokoki na jiha Farfesa Jesu Albasu Kunini ya mika ta'aziyarsa ga masarautar Ndola da ma al'umman masarautar bisa rasuwan basaraken yankin Kom Ndola Mr. Enoch Tanko Tabena. Ga rahoton. Sanarwar wacce shugaban ma'aikata na ofishin kakakin majalisar dokoki na jiha Mr. Sukuji Bakoji ya ce a madadin daukacin ma'aikatan majalisar dokoki na jiha, mambobin majalisa da ma akawun majalisar suna mika ta'aziyarsu ga al'umman na Ndola bisa rasuwan basaraken na kasar Ndola, inda sanarwar ta ce rashin ba kawai na al'umman Ndola ba ne, rashi ne ga daukacin al'umman wannan jiha, la'akari da irin ɗumbin nasarori da ya samu a masarautar da ke karamar hukumar Kurmi. Sanarwar har ila yau ta mika ta'aziyya ga majalisar sarakuna na jiha da ma masarautar na Ndola bisa rashin da aka yi, tare da addu'an samun hutu ga mamacin. Har yanzu haramta zirga-zirgar mashin mai kafa uku wanda aka fi sani da keke napep daga karfe 9 na dare na nan daram a garin Jalingo, fadan mulki na jihar Taraba. Ga rahoton. A sanarwar wacce sakataren gwamnatin jiha Mr. Anthony Jellison ya sanya wa hannu ta ce ana ganin yara masu ƙananan shekaru na tuka keke napep ko kuma a daidaita sahu a cikin garin na Jalingo. Kan hakan ne sanarwar ta umarci kungiyoyin matuka a daidaita sahun da ma jami'an tsaro da su sanya ido tare da kama duk wanda aka samu yana taka doka. Sanarwar ta ci gaba da cewa haramci kan ci gaba da aikin keke napep ko kuma a daidaita sahu daga karfe 9 na dare a nan garin Jalingo na nan daram. A cewar sanarwar, la'akari da karuwan aikata laifuka da ke faruwa a nan jiha, an umarci jami'an tsaro da su sayar tare da binciken kokob wa dukkanin keke napep ko kuma a daidaita sahu, mashin, tare da kama da hukunta duk wanda aka samu yana wa doka kasalanda. An gargaɗi al'ummar musulmi da su guji bijiro da sabbin abubuwa a cikin addini, wanda koye gaban kansa ba ruwan addini a ciki. Wannan na kunshe ne cikin huduba da limamin masallacin juma'a na Aliyu ibn Abi Talib, Ustaz Abdullahi Usman mai martaba ya gabatar a sallan juma'a na yau a masallacin da ke Jauro Gana a garin Jalingo. Ga fasar rahoton wakilinmu Kabiru Jalo. A cewar limamin na masallacin juma'a na Aliyu ibn Abi Talib da ke unguwan Jauro Gana, Malam Abdullahi Usman mai martaba, duk wani abun da manzon Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam da sahabbansa ba su aikata ba a lokacin rayuwarsu, kada a sanya shi a cikin addini. A cewar limamin, addinin musulunci ya tanadi yadda za a gudanar da soyayya, faɗin gaskiya da ma sanin ya kamata. Kan hakan ne karin haske cewa duk wani bakon abin da za a kawo cikin addini ba zai haifar da komi ba sai koma baya da raba kan al'umma. Wasu masallata da suka halarci sallan juma'a a masallaci sun karfafa al'umman musulmi da kar su yi wani abu don raɗin kansu da sunan addini, face abin da manzon sira annabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya zo da shi kuma ya koyar. Matasa 'yan yi wa kasa hidima 'yan rukunin ca na shekara ta 2021 sun baje kolin abubuwa da suka koya karkashin wani shiri na koya musu sana'o'i domin dogaro da kai. Baje kolin ya gudana ne a zauren taro na sansanin horar da matasa 'yan yi wa kasa hidimar da ke nan garin Jalingo, fadar mulki na jihar Taraba. Har ila yau ga fasar rahoton wakilinmu Kabiru Jalo. Shugaban shirin yi wa kasa hidimar na jiha, Mr. Andoni Nzoka, shi ya yanka gurasan fara taron, wanda hakan ke tabbatar da kammala shirin na matasan na tsawon lokaci da suka shafe suna yi a sansanin nasu. Bayan kammala zagayawa ne tare da ganewa idonsa irin abubuwan da matasan suka yi, Mr. Nzoka ya nuna gamsuwarsa akan irin abubuwa da matasan suka yi tare da kiransu da su dore da hakan. Shugaban shirin ya shaidawa matasan cewa shirin ba kawai don matasan su samu kuɗi ba ne, a wani ɓangare ana ƙoƙari ne a sanya matasan su zanto mutane na gari masu iya dogaro da kansu. Wasu matasa da suka tofa albarkacin bakunansu a yayin taron sun nuna gamsarsu kan abin da suka koya, tare da mika godiya na musamman ga hukumar horar da matasa an yi wa kasa hidimar kan bijiro da wannan shiri, inda suka ce hakan zai taimaka sosai wajen ganin matasan sun dogara da kawunansu. An da mika kyautuka ga matasa da suka yi zarra a tsakanin takwarorinsu a yayin horo. Iyalan marigayi Elda Yerima Nuval Gaba ko Bobzon sun mika godiyarsu ga al'umma da suka taimaka don ganin jana'izar marigayin ya gudana cikin nasara a garin Donga da ke nan jihar Taraba. Ga rahoton. Sanarwar wacce Mr. Joseph Bobzon ya fitar a madadin iyalai sun mika godiya na musamman ga gwamnan jiha Architect Darius Disin Ishiyaku da ma mai ɗakin sa uwar gida ana Darius Disin Ishiyaku kan irin gudumawa da suka basu. Sanarwar ta mika godiya ga sakataren gwamnatin jiha Mr. Anthony Jellison, shugaban ma'aikata na fadan gwamnatin jiha, tsohon sakataren gwamnatin jiha Mr. Obadiah Ando da ma mambobin majalisar dokoki na jiha daga kudancin jihar nan. Sauran sun hada da dattawan majami'ar CRCN da ke Donga, kwamishinoni, basaraken kasan Donga da ma daukacin sarakuna da suka samu halartar jana'izan, limaman majami'ar Hekan da ma mambobin majami'ar daga jihar Kaduna. Sanarwar ta yi addu'an Ubangiji ya albarkaci kowa cikin samunsa. Mun samu labarin batan yarinya 'yar shekara 20 da haihuwa mai suna Bilkisu Muntari. Ga rahoton. Labaran da ke shigo mana zauren labarai na gidan talabijin na jiha na cewa Bilkisu Muntari ta bar gida sanye da bakin riga a ranar Laraba 3 ga watan Nuwamba na shekara ta 2021 don zuwa makarantar Peacock da ke nan garin Jalingo, inda take karatu, wanda daga nan ne ba a sake jin ɗuriyarta ba. Bilkisu wacce ke zama a anguwan Baraya na magana ne da harsuna irin Hausa, Janjo da kuma Turanci. Duk wanda ke da labari inda za a samu Bilkisu zai iya tuntuɓar rundunar 'yan sanda na karamar hukumar Jalingo kan lambobi kamar haka: 0800 66 63 4024 ko 0700 35 61 2366 ko wani ofishin rundunar 'yan sanda mafi kusa, ko a tuntuɓi gidan talabijin na jiha da ke kan titin Barde da ke nan garin Jalingo. Allah ya sa a gane ta. To masu kallon mu, karshen fasar labarun namu a wannan yammaci kenan. Shafi Ibrahim da na fasara na karanto nake cewa mu kwana lafiya, sai da safen mu.